So mock trial is a lot like what it sounds like, right? It's a trial. It is kind of though its own specific type of theater where at the beginning of every mock trial season, each teams are given a problem, right? Like a case to solve. So in this year, it's a murder case.
So you have the witnesses coming up, each side, the prosecution and the defense get to call witnesses. And the goal of calling and interviewing and talking with these witnesses is to prove your side of a case.
So Mr. Lewis, our other coach, got in touch with the mock trial coach from Appleton West, and we set up a virtual scrimmage to happen last night.
So their team was on the screen, our team was in the classroom, and we would just try and simulate being in a courtroom with somebody, a witness sitting in a desk, and then an attorney having a podium and asking them questions. So we tried to make it as realistic as to a courtroom setting as possible, but in a school, virtual, it's not always realistic to expect that.
I think the scrimmage went really well, especially considering it was our first one of this season, and especially considering we've only had one in-person meeting and all of our meetings have been online. I was really excited to see how well we've done. I definitely think that we've got room for improvement, and I'm super excited to keep working towards regionals.
I think they did really well yesterday. I think in terms of where we are this year and compared to where we are last year, I think we're doing really, really well. People are ready, people are excited.
One of the advantages of virtual is we got the students to really get a lot of one-on-one work in together, just setting up Google Meets. But there are just some things that the team needs to work on together. You need a theme for your case. That hasn't been easy to develop over virtual. So I would say we're ahead in some parts and we're kind of behind in other parts, but we still have a month to get fully prepared for regionals.
They've been to state. They're pretty good. They've been to state the last 2 years in a row. We have no reason to believe we couldn't get to state again this year. So that is our goal, to get back to state for the 3rd time in a row.
For the actual individual people on the team members, the number one goal is just to get some experience into what a trial in this court system looks like in America. It's not something that a lot of people are truly familiar with outside of shows like Law and Order, and that's not super realistic.
The most important skill for mock trial is like public speaking, right? It's like a really intense speech class because not only are you up there speaking in public, but people aren't like agreeing with you, right? They're challenging you.
There's a lot of work that goes into proving your side of a case, making arguments in person or in virtual, but making oral arguments to prove your point. And it's just getting that experience. It's something that could be very helpful if students want to go to law school down the line.
My favorite part about mock trial is definitely the big scrimmages and the tournaments. It's always super fun. It can be really nerve-wracking to go up in front of teams and do mock trial, but it is super exciting. It's super rewarding, especially at like the state tournament. That is always super exciting.
Mock trial is fun. You get to learn a lot about the criminal justice system. You get to act. If you like any theater, you get to really, if you want to be a witness, you can take on the role of a character and kind of create a personality for them. As an attorney, you really get a lot of practice arguing and proving your points, and also public speaking. So if anyone has any interest in any of those things or want to improve your skills with those, I would definitely recommend mock trial.